Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? This is JC, and I got before you today a Kingston Fury Impact RAM. Now, if you're the type that wants a RAM that's going to give you great performance and high FPS when you're playing your AAA games, I believe this would be the ideal RAM for you right here. This is a dual rank RAM, and these two right here I got is two 16 GB RAMs. So I got a total of 32 that I'm going to slap inside my gaming laptop to check out the performance and everything. The reason why I get this RAM because I have a gaming laptop. I use it more than my PS5, and I tend to suffer from unstable FPSs when I'm playing my games, like my God of War, Ella Rings, especially Forza, and I want something that's very stable. They got different type of RAMs with different ranks. And I've tried Time Tech, which was a dual rank RAM. I've noticed that the FPS has been very stable. It's not all over the place. But I want something that's going to that have more punch. And they said the Kingston Fury is one of the best on the market. They say it's very powerful. So I'm going to put it to the test to see if it's really living up to the hype. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to slap it in my gaming laptop, and then I'll go see what it's all about. All right, I'm gonna find. So we're gonna come to a conclusion. Is this the right RAM for my gaming needs for my gaming laptop? That's what we're gonna find out right now. Let's get into it. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the Omen Hub app and CPU Z, so you could see some information about the Kingston RAM. So let's first thing first go into the Omen Gaming Hub app, do its thing, boom. I like the way it does it quick. So that's telling me the whatchamacallit, the RAM is working already. That thing's pretty fast. So let's go into my PC, get some system vitals for you guys to see. So this is the vitals so far. This is the first part of it. I'm gonna go into the advanced view fund, the advanced view section. As you can slide over here to show you, as we know, this PC got eight cores, and all the numbers right here is pretty impressive so far. As you can see right here in the corner, easy 32s. It's pretty stable. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that. I like that about this RAM already. It's doing its thing. And these are the look about bar graphs. If you're interested in the bar graph thingies, that's all for you right here. So you guys can see it's not that bad. So let's just go into CPU Z to see what it says about this bad boy here. Because you want to make sure you're not getting something that you're getting what I'm saying, you're getting what you pay for. I hate getting tongue tied. Let me zoom in this bad boy real quick. All right, there we go. So you can see this is all the information right here. The core speed is in the 3200s. Sometimes it peaks to just like it's right at 39. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Some nice numbers right here. So let's go into the SPD. So you can see the DDR4, the Kingston, and some other more specs right here. And you can see right here, boom, dual rank. So you're getting what you pay for. And the performance is not that bad at all. And this is the part of the test that I like to, this is the test of what I like to do. Let me get onto this minutes real quick. How well can this bad boy open up web pages, and how well it keeps it running in the background without any issues. So I like to go with some big websites. So the first thing first, you see how quick that thing uploads up? Yeah, this RAM is no joke, baby. So let me just go to my favorite one, bestbuy.com. Open it up, boom. No hesitation. So this bad boy is working. Well, the next one that's pretty big, and I love it, and love their products too. Apple, no problem at all. Open it up, no hesitation. Let's go with Samsung. Just as quick, no problem. Another one, Wally World, Walmart. No problem at all. See? So that's pretty. It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna go back to them bad boys and see if they still operating pretty well in the background as well. So it's still doing its thing. Ain't no restarting or nothing. It holds up pretty well, and the page is boot up fast. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna start up my favorite game, God of War. I'm gonna fool around a little bit and see see how well it keeps the FPSs. All right, I'm back. Okay, and I got God of War up and running right now. As you can see in the background, I got it at the upper resolution is 2560 by 1440. It's a full 2K, and you can see in the top left corner the FPS. So I'm going to show you guys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do some running up. I'm gonna do some movement with Kratos. A little action here and there. We're gonna keep an eye on the FPS to see if it keeps a stable number or it drops dramatically and don't recover quickly. All right. So let me get out of here real quick. All right. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to keep our eyes to the left for the FPS section. Let's see. So I'm at an easy. See the background action going in the background. So keep it at least in the 50s. It's kind of stable. We'll do some action with Kratos. Keep it stable in the 50s, now, which I think is pretty okay. Because I think it's pretty okay. That's not bad at all. And there's no lagging in the gameplay. There's no stuttering. It's not slowing down or anything. It's not that bad at all. I'm pretty impressed. And keeping the frame rates like steady in the 50s at least. So I'm not disappointed. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I think overall the RAM is a pretty stable RAM. The speed, it varies. Is it the fastest? I'm not sure. I'm gonna spend more time with it to come up with a conclusion to see if it's really fast and whatnot. But as far as I can see so far, it's keeping a pretty stable frame rate between the 40s and 50s. But what I want to notice, you know, the higher the resolution, the lower the FPS is going to be, and for it to stay in the 50s, that's not bad at all. So let's tone it down a little bit. Let's tone it down a little bit and get like the lowest. Put it down to like the standard, which is like 1080p, and let's see what we got from there. I just tone it down a little bit. So go back down here to render scaling. So the render output, we'll put the render output at 1080p. Now we should see some higher FPS. But once see how high it goes and how well it keeps it. So we could see when it's at the highest for this monitor, which is a 2K, keeps it between the 40s and the 50s. So let's see how well it does at the standard 1080p. All right, so let's get out of here.
When you were sick, we went to Hellite to get your cure.
You did?
So it's hovering in the 60s.
Your dad picked up a new trick though.
What was that too? We'll get back to this later.
So in the 1080p, it stays very stable in the 60s. So, like I said, there's RAMs out there. I tried RAMs that was giving me easily 114, 120. But the minute I move, it drops like to 30, 40. And the minute I do some actions, it drops way low. So overall, it doesn't matter if you get the highest FPS when you're not doing anything. What you want when you're playing a game through and through with live actions and things running in the background, You want a RAM that's going to give you a stable FPS through and through. And by far, the Kingston has done a very awesome job in terms of keeping a steady FPS. Look at this, see? It stays in the 60s. It stays in the 60s so far, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So, overall, I think the Kingston is a great RAM. It's very stable, as you can see in the 1080p rendering. It keeps a stable FPS in the mid to high 60s, and that's what you need. You don't want those big drop in FPS when you're playing the games, and that's where you get stutters and stuttering and lags and all of that. Kingston overall, I think, is a great performer. What I'm going to do in my next video, I'm going to put it up against the other dual rank RAM that I have, which is the Timetech, to see which one give a solid FPS in the 2K and the 1080p resolution. So overall, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Is the Kingston a RAM? If you think the Kingston RAM perform well, you think it's very stable, let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm going to do some more testing with these RAMs that I have. All right. This is JC. Thanks for checking out my videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave your comments. I really appreciate it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.